Welcome to the first ever Reaction Awards. The 2025 Reaction Awards are a new project that we have been thinking up for quite a while. There is this feeling that in the escape room world, if you haven't been doing it for a decade or you haven't played 1,000 games or something like that, then you're just kind of another player. And we keep thinking about all of the wonderful people in this community who are doing incredible things to push the community forward, to push the business forward, to push the culture of escape rooms forward. All of these things matter, and anyone within the community can contribute to this in wonderful and meaningful ways. And so today is the first time that we are taking a break from honoring games for being great and fun, and instead honoring people specifically for pushing our whole community forward. There's not going to be a lot of winners, but each one of them has done something remarkable.
The Golden Lock Award will continue to honor outstanding games, the types of games we want to see more of, favorites of what we've played, new innovations, and extraordinary execution. The Golden Lock Awards are now given when the reviews are published to spotlight each game in the moment. And now, the Reaction Award winners for 2025. This award is for community engagement. It's an award that recognizes new ways of building community. And it's for people who aren't necessarily well established, who aren't necessarily well known, but are showing up and doing impactful work. Here, we're recognizing someone who has found their own way to push this industry forward.
And the winner of this award is Jana Erbes. Jana is an escape room designer. She's the game designer at Escape Stories Wuppertal in Germany. She's also a documentarian. She has made a number of different documentaries over the years about the German and European escape room scenes with a heavy focus on horror. Her most recent creation is Escape Room Stories Benelux. This focused on 3 different companies: Dark Park, Logic Locks, and Entered. Each one makes remarkable and unique horror escape games, the kinds of games that we keep going back to Europe to play because they are mechanically interesting and also so memorable and unusual. And she wanted to tell these stories. Originally, she got into doing this because as a designer, she found herself getting really frustrated when people would claim that doing horror games was easy. And from her perspective, it's easy to do it poorly, or it's easy to do it in all sorts of different cliched ways. But she and the people that she admired have been doing this with so much craft and so much care and coming at it with so much thought. And she wanted to capture that and tell that story. And she did in a sprawling documentary that really dug into the minds and the work of each of these creators. The impact of this was also not small. Entered had been in a struggle to preserve their game, Demise of the Greisers. And when they had to go before their city council to argue, that room was filled with supporters, and a lot of that support was driven by the work of Jana and her documentary exploring this company and the struggles that they were experiencing. Every single person in this community can help in that kind of way.
Jana will be speaking at Recon Remote 2025. Recon is the Reality Escape Convention, our annual convention for the escape room and immersive gaming industry. We've been alternating between remote events and in-person events. Last year was in person, and this upcoming event in August will be fully remote. You can attend from anywhere in the world. Yana got on our radar by making this documentary, and we're asking her to speak at Recon because we're inspired by her and her work, and we want other creators from all over the world to be able to learn from her. It's the same reason that we're giving this award. Recon Remote tickets are on sale now for 48 hours, so if you're thinking about coming to Recon Remote this summer, get your ticket today at the link on your screen. This is the best deal that we will have for these tickets all year. If you work in this industry, get yourself the pro ticket, come be a part of these online conversations, and listen to the talks and join our community at Recon. And if you're a player, we also have community tickets available, so you too can join in to this event from anywhere in the world. This Reaction Award is for getting started. This award recognizes someone who doesn't have a lot of resources, but has figured out how to get started and make something anyway. And we're recognizing a young, up-and-coming creator. This award is about making something happen with what you have, so that more people can experience escape rooms.
And this award goes to Tyler Neufeld, a college student studying theater at UCLA, for his game Code Green. He decided to make an escape room in his dorm. He took all of the skills that he has learned studying and working in theater tech, and he built a game to entertain his friends. And it's actually good. He's not going to be winning a Turpic or anything for it anytime soon, but he made something really cool and really fun. And he had to think through all sorts of different weird design elements that most people never have to deal with in this industry. Like, how do you make sure that you can still get to your bathroom door? Or how do you make sure that players don't go through all of your belongings because it was in his living space? The game is really charming. UCLA asked him to take down the game, and rightly so, for fire safety issues. But don't at them, don't get angry at UCLA. They are supporting Tyler, and they're helping him get resources to make a new game and a better game, one that will be up to fire code and will be able to entertain more people, not in his dorm room. It's a fun story. We love that he made this. It just takes so much gumption.
If you're excited about meeting other players and creators who are part of this community, come with us to Escape, Immerse, Explore Time and Space, our newest escape room tour, which is going to Chicago and Champaign-Urbana at the end of April. This is an opportunity to play these games that far too few enthusiasts have ever been to, and meet other players who are as passionate about these games and this industry and the community as you are. This is a place to find your people, and I hope that you'll join us. Tickets are on sale now. This award is the Business Practice Award. It is for a business practice that we want to recognize for 2025, and this award is for moving fast and making things. This is what the industry needs right now. More good games quickly, companies who are building fan bases, creating players who show up for new games, and creating high quality games at a rate that keeps players engaged.
This next award goes to Curtis Ratliff and Derek Townsley, owners of the Escape Ventures in Orlando, Florida, also Port Charlotte, Florida. These two have been building so many games so quickly. It is incredible. They opened in 2020 and they have made 16 games since then, 9 of them at their own locations, and a 17th game is on the way. They also opened up a gaming store, because why not? We exist in a community where we are often celebrating creators who spend many years and large sums of money creating individual games, and we love and celebrate those, and those games get so many Golden Lock Awards. They also get Turpicas. But there is something to be said for making the volume of games that these two have made at the speed that they have and the level of quality. As a community, we are all familiar that there are a lot of creators out there who have made tons of games fast. There are not very many who have done what the Escape Ventures, what Curtis and Derek have done by making games that are this incredible at this pace. It is something that we have an abundance of admiration for, and we hope that more people can go and pull some lessons from them. Maybe they don't work at exactly that pace, but a little bit faster can make everybody a little bit more sustainable.
You can learn more about the Escape Ventures on Repod Season 8, Episode 8. Repod is the Reality Escape Pod, a podcast that David co-hosts with PG Law. And in this most recent season, they got to talk to Derek and Curtis and learn more about how they create games at this rapid pace. I also want to note that if you're interested in the business of escape rooms, we recently published the Escape Room Industry Report on December 29th. And this report gives you a look into some of the trends that we're seeing, including a bit about consolidation, acquisitions, and mergers that we're seeing more of, strong companies taking over other companies as the Escape Ventures has, and continuing to build up quality in their area. There's a lot to dig into in this report, and if you work in this industry, we hope that you'll check it out.
Everything that we do at Room Escape Artist is fan-funded. We are so thankful to every single person in our Patreon community, regardless of the level that they are backing at. That ongoing funding and support allows us to do so much, and we have been hard at work changing all sorts of things in the background to make Room Escape Artist more sustainable and stronger for the future. And that stability is all because of our supporters. If you are enjoying our work, getting value out of it, finding good games that you love, and you have some disposable income, please consider supporting us, even for a couple bucks a month. It means the world to us and the entire team here. Additionally, because of that funding that we have from our people, we were able to launch a second podcast, a puzzle game show called PG's Playhouse. And it is a real good time. First 2 episodes are up, and we have Tommy Houghton, owner of Stash House in Los Angeles, California, as our guest. We are solving puzzles. We're talking some trivia. It's fun, it's light, it's quick. And we are going to be having some wonderful guests on that show. So check out PG's Playhouse. PG''S Playhouse. Check it out wherever you get your podcasts. It's a great time. And that concludes this year's Reaction Awards. We will be back next year with a new batch of awards, potentially new categories. We dreamt up way more than a dozen potential categories. So when we do this next, it won't really be for the same kinds of things. We are always going to be keeping an eye out for folks who are doing wonderful things to support the escape room and immersive gaming world. So, do your thing. Whatever it is that you've been thinking about, go do it. We're rooting for you. Reach out. Let us know you did it. Maybe we'll give you an award. Draw some attention towards you. Happy New Year, everybody.
We are very excited to be celebrating this year's winners. For community engagement, Jana Erbes. For getting started, Tyler Neufeld. For a business practice, in this case, moving fast and making things, Curtis Ratliff and Derek Townsley of the Escape Ventures. Congratulations to our 2025 Reaction Award winners.